Okay, so there was a leak, and we end up having a few Marines on board. Right. And on the crew bar, they would always be hanging out, drinking or whatever. And one of them, his name was Richard. I'm gonna say his name. Fuck him. And we kicked off and we became really good friends. And I told him what I was doing, because he found out, and I told him, and he was like, "Oh well, I don't get searched." So you remember when we come back on board, they used to search everybody,
like
not the Marines though,
like airport security.
Yeah, like the airport security. So when I was bringing stuff in, I used to have to hide it, but not the Marines. They used to be able to come in with duffel bags and they never got searched. So then I told him what I was doing and he wanted to help out. So he goes, "Oh, just give it to me. I'll bring it in." And I was like, "Okay." So then me and him started going to the pharmacies together, right? So I gave him everything and he brought it in for me. So we did that. We did that for a little while. And during this time, everybody knew what I was doing. So they were trying to catch me. And, it's really rare to get a random drug test on board. It never happened, but it was happening to me every week for like 1 month. Like every week I would get calls like, "Hey, you got to come to the medical. We need a drug test. You need to be here in 5 minutes." So Mike was a straight edge. Mike never smoked or did anything. So I already had a program. Whenever they called us, he would pee on a condom. And I would take the condom and I put a safety pin on my pants. And every time I go to medical, I always have pee. And it was every week. It was every week. And they did that to me like 3 or 4 times, like back to back to back. So I knew something was like, "Oh yeah, they're trying to get me. They're trying to get me. They know something's up." So me and Richard started bringing this stuff in, and he started taking it a little bit. He went overboard with it, meaning I used to come in with a few bottles, a little bag of weed. He started bringing in boxes of pills and whatever we were bringing in. He was bringing in a big amount of it.
Heavier stuff as well.
Yes. He was just bringing it. He did not care.